Alrighty, YouTube, thank you for tuning back into my channel. We're gonna jump right into the video. It's gonna be a pretty controversial one, so I always am open-minded and welcome new opinions. Leave your thoughts down in the comments. But this is gonna be my personal opinion on wingmanning, the notion of wingmanning, and if that works when meeting women out in real life. Or does it help you or does it help less? Is it neutral? We're gonna break it down for you right now. Guys, I have a lot of experience with meeting people organically, okay? And people usually think when they're new to cold approaching or meeting women that a wingman, right? That's what you need, a wingman. Now guys, I'm gonna tell you exactly why. In my personal experience, wingmanning, although it does help and work in some scenarios, there are positives to it, but there are negatives to everything in life. There are positives and negatives. I think the negatives of wingmanning, in my experience, outweigh the positives. And I'm gonna jump into that right now. So the first note I have here is a lot of guys say, wingman, I need a wingman, right? That's what you have to do. It's because a lot of these guys, they don't actually truly have the balls to go up to the girl themselves. For example, there's someone I know that said, hey, and this is a mental blockage, guys. There's someone I know that said, hey, I'm really good at talking to girls. I just need someone to introduce me. Say, hey, this is my buddy so-and-so. Once you do that, I'm good from that point on. Dude, that's a mental blockage. Why can't, if you're so good at talking to them, right? And you can only do it with a wingman who introduces you first. And all they need to do is say, hey, this is my buddy. I wanted to introduce y'all. And then you're good from that point. Why can't you just walk up and say, hey, I saw you from over there. I just wanted to come and say hi. What's your name? Right? That is a mental blockage. That's an insecurity that you have. So that guy, that example, he needs a wingman to feel comfortable, right? It's like, let me give you a really childish analogy that just came to my mind, right? Ding dong ditching, like ringing your neighbor's doorbell and running away, right? I remember as a kid, I would never do that alone, right? It's risky, it's a little nerve-wracking, it's adrenaline, exciting. I'd rather do it with friends, right? We're in it together, we're gonna sink or swim together, and I have like support. I feel, I feel better about the situation, right? You don't have to do, that's how a lot of people think about approaching women, right? Oh, I feel better, we're gonna sink or swim together, I have support. No, guys, from what I've found, when you get really good at talking to women, and most guys aren't on your level anymore, they're going to negatively impact your discussions more than they're gonna help them. So let me break down exactly why right now. So one of the reasons I wrote down is women, they like things to be organic and real. Here's an example. If you go up to a girl, and I'm just gonna think of lame stuff. Hey, are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only Tennessee I know. You're the only 10 that I see. Hey, if you're with a girl in the gym, right? Pickup lines. Hey, were you doing cardio earlier? Because you've been running through my mind all day, right? I've tried that, right? Guys think you need lines. It's too memorized. It sounds fake. It sounds calculated. And a lot of girls, it's gonna turn them off. As opposed to just saying, hey, I saw you. I just wanted to come and say hi, right? That's just so normal, right? Women don't like things, in my experience, to seem calculated, planned, and with an ulterior motive. So I've noticed when I have come up, we notice two girls, and I go with my buddy, hey, let's go. I'm gonna introduce you to that one. I've got the girl on the right in the boots, and we're gonna go up to them, and I go up, hey, ladies, how you doing tonight? This is my buddy, Jesse, I wanted to introduce you to her. Hey, I noticed you, what's your name? Literally, they know these two guys saw us. They're calculatedly coming up, and like, I'm telling you, it doesn't work the best. Now, check this out. That's just one example. I'm gonna give you guys a ton. Feel free to disagree with me. The odds of 4 people all vibing is way less than you and her vibing, or just you, her, and the friend vibing, in my experience. The second thing is this: your wingman has to be good and know what he's doing. I've had let me tell you a story. I had an incredible interaction with a girl at a bar once. Incredible. We had so much in common. We used to live almost like on the same block. We talked for like 20 minutes. Then our discussion reached a natural closing point, okay? I closed it on a good note. I said, anyways, I really enjoyed this discussion. Let me grab your Instagram. Let me grab your number, right? I forget what I said. I walked away from that saying, that girl will message me back, and I believe I'm going to get a date with her too. And I have a very good intuition now and a skill I've developed to know when I think I'm going to actually get a date with the girl, okay? So I walk away. My buddy did not walk away. He had less self-awareness, had no idea what he was doing. He sat there talking to the friend, and his mindset was he's going to talk to them as long as possible, right? As long as possible. I was looking from across the bar. I'm like, hey, what is he doing? When is he going to walk away? I just had an amazing interaction. I just loved this girl, and he's not leaving. Then I realized after 5, 10, 15 minutes went by, my girl was sitting there awkwardly. Now she was looking actually cringed out. She's sitting alone. Her friend's being talked to. Her friend is noticing now that my girl is cringed out, so she's aware of her friend, and my buddy's just still talking. Well, anyways, the girls get up and they leave. I go over to my friends. It was numerous guys. I said, hey, where did they go? And they say so confidently, right? Because most guys, they don't understand the language of woman. They go, they're going to the bathroom. They're going to be right back. And I said, guys, they're not coming back. Like, why the fuck did you talk to her that long? You ruined dude, I had such an incredible interaction. You should have read the room, talk to your girl for 1, 2, 3 more minutes max, and then leave. Dude, come on. You ruined my interaction. I got really mad, actually. Anyways, after 5 minutes, they said, no, dude, no, you got it wrong, Eric. They're coming back. They're having a great time. I talked to them for 35 minutes. They're coming back. After 5, 10 minutes passed by, another buddy, he made a joke. He's like, hey, he goes, I don't think these girls are coming back. And I said, well, no shit. We end up going on the rest of the night, and we saw those same girls leaving the bar with other guys that night. That infuriated me because I knew that I ran that interaction great with a really beautiful girl with a great career that I had a lot in common with, and my friend cringed them out. And your friends, guys, this is another key thing. Your friends are extensions of you. So if you introduce a 6'5" Giga Chad, hey, this is my buddy, at a surface level, he's going to make you look good as a wingman, right? It's going to make your social status or perceived value higher. If you're introducing, I'm just going to be honest, right? It's a superficial world we live in to a degree. If you introduce like a loser or someone who's awkward, hey, this is my buddy, that's going to negatively impact you. So who you're with is huge. Not just how they look, but now their vibe, right? Are they 6'5" and they look great, but they're awkward and they're like stuttering over their words? That's going to make you look bad now, okay? So let me pull up some other examples here. Again, the odds of 4 people liking each other is extremely low, and you're now adding in 2 additional variables that you have no control over, okay? So it's hard enough to meet a girl one-on-one, know what to say, be situationally aware, go for the close at the right time, have the right energy tonality, and leave. It's hard enough to make that work, okay? Now you have 2 other people that you don't even know what they're saying, and what that your friend is saying is a reflection of you. So let me give you another example, okay? I was talking to a girl once who was going really well. Within 45 seconds, the friend that my buddy was talking to, right, because I was focused on my girl, I didn't hear their interaction. The friend goes, hey, she grabs my girl, angry, and said, hey, let's get out of here. And I was shocked, and I got mad. I thought I was getting kind of cock-blocked in a way. I was like, dude, this girl was into me. Like, we were really vibing. She goes, let's get out of here. They walk away. I turn to my friend, I go, dude, what happened? He goes, we just like disagreed on something, and like, I called her stupid, but I meant it as a joke, but she didn't take it as a joke. And so that's another example, right? He argued he wasn't smooth. He wasn't vibing with her at all. He then got his ego hurt, and he called this girl stupid over something. I have no idea. And then so she's like, screw these guys, right? Even though I'm a great guy and I was making a good impression, her friend was like, hey, let's get out of here, screw these guys, right? So he ruined it for me. Here's another example. A lot of guys think, well, you need a wingman if you're going up to a group of girls. So I'm going to make a video about this another time, guys, but you do not need a wingman with a group of girls. Here's why. If it's 2, 3 girls, this is very high level. I'll make another video about it sometime. But I'll go up, I'll be like, hey, this is super random. I saw you. I just wanted to come and say hi. I'm Eric. Nice to meet you. Guys, this is years of practice and learning. I would just focus on the one girl. The friend is feeling awkward. The friend is starting to now cock block you. The initial girl knows that her friend feels awkward. She feels bad. So she's not even fully engaged in the discussion with you. So what you could cold approach a group of girls solo. I do it all the time. You could go up to them, say, hey, nice, chat with her for 10 seconds. Say, hey, by the way, what's your name again? Jasmine. Jasmine, nice to meet you. Hey, and I only say this if it's true, so it's genuine. Women can tell when you're lying. They're amazing, intuitive creatures. So I'll say, Jasmine, you want to know what? You are gorgeous too, but I actually noticed Rachel here first. So that's why I came up to Rachel, but you're gorgeous too. Guys, that's strategic. It accomplishes a few things. It shows that I'm confident. Now the girl I'm into sees how I could talk to other ladies confidently. It's raising her interest. Now the friend likes me. Now the friend feels involved in the discussion. And now the friend feels validated, okay? Because a lot of girls that you approach in a group, if you go up to one that's hot and one's not attractive, she's gonna be like, typical guy. Only goes up to my friend Brittany because she's the hot one. He doesn't care about me. He's a dog, he's a scumbag, I hate men, right? But if she's hot, you could say, hey, Jasmine, you're gorgeous too. I saw her first, so I came up to her. Now you're talking with her just a little bit, 20, 30, 40 seconds, seeing where it goes. If there's a lull in the conversation, go, hey, so by the way, what are you ladies getting into tonight? How's your night going? Oh, it's her birthday. No way. Happy birthday, Jasmine. How old are you? 24? That's awesome. Hey, so did y'all go to dinner? Now, see, I'm including them all in the discussion. Did y'all go to dinner before this? Yeah, we actually went to this restaurant. Oh, really cool. Then I'll say, that's awesome. Then I'll start flirting with the girl I'm interested in again, more so. Maybe a minute goes by. So I'll say, hey, I'll turn back to her. Say, hey, by the way, how do y'all know each other? Are you day ones? Or did you just meet recently? Tell me the story. Right? So I was swift on my feet. I was swift thinking, eye contact. I had a different kind of vibe with her. I included her. I validated her. I made her involved. Okay? I was socially aware. That's going to work better than being with a wingman, right? Guys, the only way wingmaning is going to work is if it's perfectly synchronized. And what I mean by that is you go up together, you both have Riz, and then when one leaves for whatever reason, the other guy has a 60-second rule. He's got to leave within 60 seconds. Now, this is the problem. What if you're hitting it off with that girl and you don't want to leave? Okay, now here's another problem. Let's say you walk up to two guys walk up to two girls. Odds are one of them has a boyfriend, if not both of them. So what happens when one of them within 5 seconds is like, wow, I love this guy. I'm really glad he walked up to me. I'm single and I'm ready to mingle. Well, her friend might be engaged. So within 10 seconds, your boy might get rejected, but the other two people might be vibing. Now what happens? Some wingmen, they'll just walk away. They won't know what to do. Some will just try to help the boy be a wingman actually, right? And just try to occupy the friend. A lot of guys think you need to occupy people. Women could pick up that's just a stale, lame discussion. It's still not necessarily help to occupy them. I just proved to you how I could occupy the girl, how I want, and with more swagger or charisma than most wingmen that could help me with, okay? So those are just a few examples. I'm going to give you a few more right now. Again, your friends are extensions of you. Women are judging everything about your outfit, your chain, your tonality, your facial hair, your posture, your friends. They are really evaluating your friends. If your friend does not paint you in a good light physically, usually, but definitely socially. They don't have to be the best looking guy, but they have to make her feel comfortable, be witty or something like that. It's going to hurt you, okay? And ultimately, guys, I'm someone as I've gotten older, I like my dating life to be private, okay? I've learned that's the best thing to do. So if I meet girls with other guys, and it went well or whatever, they're gonna be like, hey, dude, did she ever text you back? Dude, are you going out with her? Oh, dude, hey, how'd the date go? Oh, she actually, then if she rejected you at all, hey, she actually oh, yeah. I like to keep it all private. I don't want anyone involved in my dating life, anyone involved in anything, right? My friends, I keep it separate. That's another valuable nugget. Another very quick one is, again, I already talked about this, but it's an excuse for guys with approach anxiety. Like, hey, let's go talk to these girls. You want to join me? You want to join me? Which one are you going up to? I'll go up to this one. Like, he. Like, come on, man. Once you get really, really, really good at this, you'll realize that being solo is going to yield better results. I don't really care who's with me. Unless they're like Luka Doncic, Drake, or like a Coach Kyle type of guy, right? They're not really, I don't really need them, right? They're either going to negatively impact it most of the time. They're going to be just neutral, to where they didn't even matter if I was alone or with another guy. But I'm telling you from my experience, from the level that I'm at, and I don't mean that egotistically at all, I've seen that time and time again, they have hurt me more than they have helped me. So guys, those are my thoughts overall on the whole concept of wingmanning and if wingmanning works when it comes to meeting women. Those are my thoughts. Feel free to disagree in the comments. Again, guys, quick caveat, there's exceptions to every rule. People are going to comment and say, hey, I met my spouse, my fiance, wingmanning, you know, dude, it works. It does work. It does work. It just doesn't work better than being really, really, really good on your own and knowing how to talk to girls solo, in groups, not having to have another variables involved and people that may not know what they're doing or be as good and comfortable at this, okay? That's my opinion. So anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.